The Portfolio Committee on Social Developments concluded its week-long oversight visit to KwaZulu-Natal. The committee received briefings and updates from regional SASSA officers on efforts to modernise service delivery through the implementation of a digital income verification process and the biometric registration of social grant beneficiaries. This digital transition aims to boost the integrity and improve the efficiency of the country's social assistance framework. Now, the committee also met affected communities and key stakeholders to hear about their experiences and provide a platform to raise concerns relating to social assistance services in the province. Chairperson of the Portfolio Committee on Social Development, Bridget Masango, joins us now for more. Good evening and welcome to Late Edition.
Good evening, Juliet, and thank you for the opportunity.
What were the most significant challenges raised by grant beneficiaries during the public meeting, and how does the committee plan to address those?
One of the biggest challenges that they faced was the distances that they have to travel to go to where they get their grants, which is in towns, in cities, in wherever there is a merchant or an ATM and so on and so forth. We happen to be close to one of the most rural of areas in KwaZulu-Natal, in a place called Mandeni. The feeder areas there are so far and so inaccessible with a normal car. The beneficiaries were saying to us that they wish the government or the department did not close the pay points, because the pay points were where they lived. They never had to pay any transport money. All the grants that they used to get would go straight into their needs, such as the food, such as, all the needs that they have. In cases now where they are going into town, and one of the beneficiaries even said that the transport money can even go up to 100 Rand one way. And so already the grant that they're getting is already going towards that. And she said, they were saying, a number of them were saying, that is if you have to travel once and then get your grant. If you have to go there and they say the grant is not in your account yet, you have to borrow money, go back home and then come back the following day. So that for them was the biggest problem or challenge that they say they face when they are in the SASSA offices. They do get assistance, but it is getting there that is an issue. So they were hoping the department can actually return the pay points that they used to have.
Is that a possibility?
No. Actually, what happened was this issue was raised by members of the Portfolio Committee in one of the meetings that we had, which is what we told the beneficiaries. And the minister said when the pay points were stopped, there was no review to come up with an alternative a model of paying the grants that would still ensure that the grants are closer to the beneficiaries. And so she said that is the second order of business, because she was obviously new in the department, and she said, look, we are reviewing, the department with SASSA are reviewing the delivery or the disbursement of grants to look for a way that will ensure that grant beneficiaries only travel if they want to, but the actual money is available to where they live.
So how has the implementation of this digital innovation by SASSA impacted the efficiency and accessibility, that's what we're really talking about here, of social grants in the province?
Right. The presentation that we had gotten even before we went on oversight was that from the beginning of September, every single new application and every single review or the verification, as we call it, will be done using the biometrics enrollment. So that is what we were very keen to see, how it is affecting people. And so the department, or SASSA, actually took us on a live, if you like, a process of how from the time that a beneficiary starts and they call it an intake, and then you get, separated according to what you are there for. Sure. And then there are different queues, and then each queue then is processed. And they said in total, and they took us through all those processes, they said in total there are 10 systems that a beneficiary goes through. And those 10 systems, if every one of them is working, getting through to the Department of Home Affairs to confirm the identity of the beneficiary, getting into the system that is going to go to the they call it the traditional SOCPEN system, and so on and so forth. If everything is working, it does take no less or no more than 45 to 55 minutes for one beneficiary to go out with a decision whether they will get a grant or they will not. But if everything is working, that is what. And because they said of the dependencies that are outside of their control, they cannot guarantee
Ms. Masango,
that when
Ms. Masango, I'm so sorry to interject. We are running out of time, and I need to sneak in a last question. I can't let you go without asking you about the committee's view on the suspension of the Director General, Peter Netshipale, for the alleged dishonesty for signing a 5-year employment contract, and also after being charged for bringing the department into disrepute. That was after the expose of the questionable appointments in the minister's private office. Can you comment on that?
I can, by saying that the minister last week on Thursday, literally, she came to the department, to the portfolio committee, to present a report that she had asked to come and present, where she said that first of all, the DG's appointment debacle was a clerical error. The cabinet had approved an appointment for 1 year, and somehow during the processing of the appointment, 5 years had come in, and what she called it literally to us was that it was a clerical error. Then early this week, we see that there's a letter that has been written to the DG. So that is in contrast to what the minister had presented to us. So we will be meeting with the minister to ensure that we don't have these things where in the public domain, all you find is the Department of Social Development.
I appreciate your time, and thank you for answering that question. I know it's a delicate matter at this point. Well, that was Bridget Masango joining us this evening, Chairperson of the Portfolio Committee on Social Development.